Okay, frequently asked questions. Do I need an in-person visit? Prior to the spread of COVID-19, an in-office visit was required for the initial consultation of testosterone. Notice how they don't reference any other hormone or treatment, just testosterone. However, the government has waived this requirement until further notice, so we are only offering video visits until the pandemic is under control. The next FAQ: will I need to undergo a physical exam? Don't know how that would be possible, you think, because they're only offering video visits. Well, this gender clinic, this professional clinic, medical establishment says you will never be required to undergo any physical examination that makes you uncomfortable. Sometimes evaluating parts of the body over video can be helpful to determine puberty stages, but is not essential, and we will do everything we can to protect your privacy and comfort. They are saying to put your body, puberty, children's bodies, naked bodies, on video for evaluation. And they don't promise security or comfort. They say we'll do everything we can to protect privacy and comfort. When it comes to video footage of children's naked bodies, I'm going to expect more. Step 3 says meet with a therapist. In all caps, optional. QMed uses informed consent model for patients 18 or over. So 18 or over. A therapist visit is not required. However, mental health support during transition is a very important part of care for most patients. Transition is ideally an exhilarating and affirming experience, but may also be disruptive and challenging. Professional support from a mental health provider can be a key component of care during this time. That word keeps coming up, can. The next question, frequently asked question: where can I find an affirming therapist? They say we recommend working with a mental health provider who is familiar with transgender care prior to starting hormone therapy. They provide a list of resources to these providers on their page and say that most are offering video visits at this time. Next, they talk about lab tests and needing to do blood tests before starting any treatment. They say at the end of the paragraph, if you would like to get lab testing done before your first visit, please contact us via the patient portal to ask for a lab order. That way we may be able to start hormone therapy sooner. Sooner. Keep that in mind. It talks about where to go for lab tests, how much they cost. Step 5, hormone therapy. Once the full medical assessment is complete, you will be ready to start hormone therapy. We will send your prescription to any pharmacy of your choice. This process can be accomplished in as few as 1 to 2 visits in most cases. But if you want your hormone therapy sooner than 1 visit, you can get your blood work done beforehand. First question: how long will it take to start hormone therapy? They say, if you meet the criteria for hormone therapy, we can get you started after the first visit and labs. The first visit usually lasts 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes. For some people under age 18, so for children, some children, and people with complex medical conditions or other issues, it may take slightly longer than 45 minutes of 1 visit. And it asks how often the visits they'll need after hormone therapy, how much it'll cost. At first, you will need a visit and lab testing every 3 months until your doses and hormone levels are stable. I question that word choice. This usually takes about a year. After that, you will need a visit 1 to 2 times per year. Once a year. Follow-up visits. Once hormone therapy is started, you will need blood tests and a visit every 3 months to monitor your treatment. We'll start at a low dose to minimize side effects and see how you feel on the medicine. As long as your hormone levels and other lab work is normal, as long as your hormone levels from the opposite sex are in the range that this clinic calls or says is normal, we can increase your dose. It typically takes 6 to 12 months for hormone levels to get to stabilize. At that point, we can space out visits to every 6 or possibly every 12 months with long-term therapy. Follow-up visits are typically 15 minutes. This is from Copyright 2021 QMed website. This is this clinic's website. And in their entire page about care process, in their entire website, I cannot find the words pediatric, child, kid, boy, girl, anywhere. They only reference children, kids, as people under 18. People under 18. It is a specific use of that term so that they don't say what is actually happening. Which is if your daughter, because again, I don't believe it's not focused on girls, it only references testosterone. If your daughter decides that she's interested in testosterone, she can get it here. 45 minutes, 1 appointment. And any teenager reading this website does not have the faculties, does not have the life experience to know what it's actually saying. It just looks professional. Any person reading this website might think that this is a professional, trustworthy clinic. But they're saying that they will give children hormone treatment. From hormone treatment, they will give teenage girls, I don't know how young, they don't specify how young. They just say under 18, that could be anything. So how old? How young is too young for them? They don't say. Children, cross-sex hormones. We don't let children get tattoos. And we're letting them take cross-sex hormones and get irreversible surgeries like double mastectomies. This is wrong. This is beyond wrong. This is dystopian. And it needs to stop. Read their own words. It's their own website, and all it takes is reading it to know that this is wrong. This is why we ride.